In 1863, the United States was embroiled in civil war and needed safe passage across Western Shoshone lands to get to the gold fields in California to subsidize their war. So the United States and the Western Shoshone signed the Treaty of Ruby Valley, a treaty of peace and friendship. The Western Shoshone never forfeited any of their land. Carrie and Mary Dann are Western Shoshone sisters who live and ranch outside Crescent Valley in north-central Nevada. They have always grazed their livestock on the open range outside their ranch. That range is part of 60 million acres recognized as Western Shoshone land in the Treaty of Ruby Valley. In 1973, the Bureau of Land Management informed the Dans that their animals were trespassing on United States public land without a permit. That set off a dispute between the Dann sisters and the United States that swept to the United States Supreme Court and beyond.
I just grew up in that environment. My grandmother, and I don't think they were called activists at that time, but my grandmother was heavily involved in the era of termination.
I pray to you. Guide us through the right path. Now then, bless the people.
The BLM brought a lawsuit against Mary Dann and myself in 1973, and it was over trespassing of livestock on what they call public domain and what I call Western Shoshone Nation's land.
Now you may ask yourself, why would the United States government come in and raid a ranch that's owned and operated by two Western Shoshone grandmothers that have lived there in this land since time immemorial? Well, as it turns out, their ranch in Crescent Valley sits atop one of the largest gold finds in the history of the United States.
If you want to look at degradation of the range, go look over the top of this mountain down into those roads that the mine's been putting in to do their exploration. Or go look into one of these pits. Or go look at all the water they're pumping. And yet, that's not considered degradation of the range? Shoshone land right now is the second largest gold producing area in the world. We've got all of the biggest companies. We've got Barrick, and we've got Newmont, which is the world's largest mining company, and we've got Placer Dome, Kennecott. I mean, just you look down a list of who's who in gold companies, and they're here.
They're pumping this virgin water out so that we as human beings can enjoy wearing gold. Ladies and gentlemen, you are killing the earth. The earth is dying because of the way people act. You as consumers, they as producers of gold. And we as indigenous people, we're yelling, stop that, you're killing our mother.
"65 miles north and west of Las Vegas, an atomic range was established. A test site of over 400 square miles of flatbed valleys.
After expelling several Western Shoshone families from their homelands in the Nevada desert, the U.S. began exploding nuclear weapons tests in that region in January of 1951.
My uncle died of cancer of the esophagus. My grandfather died of a autoimmune disease which ravaged his whole body, and he got a heart attack, so his whole body his skin became hard and peeled off. So these are the kinds of strange things. He died of a heart attack, but these are the types of exposures that or health abnormalities that result from exposure to radiation.
And of course we saw the animals, the deer and the rabbits, they had these big old boils on them. So nobody, we don't eat anything.
there is an unbalance, and we don't want that. We want that balance to be here so we can live with other animals and other people.
It was the way that we knew how to live life. And, when you have a view, a worldview that, the earth is part of your life and you're a part of it, there's no disconnecting that.
When we were little, our grandparents, our mothers and fathers tell us about creation and what this earth means to us. This is not a piece of land that's valued in dollars and cents. This is a piece of land which is part of us. It is our mother. We can never sever ourselves from that breast that feeds us. The mother who put clothes on our back. The one that can give us everything we need in life.
Guide us through the right path. We pray to you. Now then, bless the people.
I guess my concern is that we're not concerned about it.
Who's going to hear us? Stop that. You're killing the earth. You're killing the mother of all life, for God's sakes. Can't you wake up and listen to what we're saying to you?
I would like to see the time that, starting now, this minute, that all of that would cease and, they don't destroy the earth anymore and they wouldn't pump water anymore and they would, treat her as a mother to all life because she is a mother to all life. And once you destroy the land and the water and all of the natural things, you're destroying life, including your own life, the life of your future, the future of your own children, your grandchildren, and so forth down the line,
And here the government of the United States wants to pay us in money. The first country in the whole world that ever bought up the birthrights of any nation of people. Are we going to let this happen? Definitely not.
Midama Appa, the Creator, and Sogobia, Mother Earth. Make happiness in all of our hearts. Usanda, bless you. Thank you.